Alright guys, now we're going to go into XRP, and this is my analysis for XRP. So, this is it right here. Let's bring it up like this. I had to change monitors, I had to change my computers, because I don't know why, my internet just decides not to work on my iMac, but it works on my MacBook. So, I mean, it doesn't work on my MacBook, but it works on my iMac. So, we have this. Anyway, let's get to it. Analysis originally. So, from May 2017 to November 2017, the price ranged, it was range bound between basically 13 cents and 38 cents, pretty much. Not even, like, more like 31 cents between May and November 2017. So this is November 2017. Oh, I suppose this is obviously where I got the 0.379 from. It's way back in May. But realistically, it was more like between these two levels. So it's more like, let's bring this up a little bit. Go down to daily, go over here, and here it is. So 0.031, yeah, 0.031. Let's change that real quick. It's more accurate. So, bring it down. There you go. So, from May 2017 to November 2017, the price ranged between basically 13 cents and 31 cents. Between December 4th and January 4th, the price surged from basically 20 cents to $3.30. Which was a 1,575% gain. Since January 4th, 2018, the price has continued to drop all the way back down to the current price of 0.227. Well, now it's 0.206. 0.0264 to be exact. 0.25325 was the first major support it found, which is right over there. That was the first major support it found, and I could get rid of this and bring this over here. Since the beginning of the drop, it double bounced off of there and found a new support. It double bounced off of there. 1, 2. Found a new support around 0.25. See if I got this right. So 0.25325. Right, this is it. So it double bounced off of this support. This was the first support. It double bounced, boom, boom, and then it found this new support around 0.2854, and this was the major support. Number 4, 0.25325 was the first major support since it found. Okay, I just saw that. Number 5. That was support for nearly 150 days. All of this right here, right? All this support before the price moved up 80% to 51 cents. Number 6. Since then, it has again continued to drop, dropping through the support of 0.285, and also the second support of 0.253. So this was the second support down here, right? And drop down there. Number 7, long-term XRP comes down to fundamentals. If you are a long-term holder and believer, stacking in at any price beneath 28.5 cents is providing you with an opportunity to invest into something that, if its potential is reached, should be valued at a fair market price much higher than these levels. The reason for 28.5 cents being the level where I differentiate between buying for fundamental reasons as opposed to technical reasons is because that was the major support, and I just don't see any good trading opportunities under it, except for shorting opportunities. So I only see good fundamental opportunities underneath here, except for this, this support down here at 13 cents, right? To be honest, though, this usually yields the bigger gains in the long run. So usually it's the people who buy due to the fundamentals, and hold for 5, 10, 15, 20, 100, as their lifetime. Those are the people that tend to do better because it takes a long time to go through the market cycles. In fact, the people who buy stuff, like buy stocks and forgot about it, end up doing better than the people who try to trade a lot of the times. So any price under this price within this zone, it's a fundamental play to me. It's not a trading play. Like, I wouldn't be buying to trade it under here. I'd be buying it to just wait and wait and wait, potentially years. Anyway, the value of XRP's potential is actually unknown, but it is much higher than these current levels if it succeeds, clearly. The only question is whether or not XRP can reach its potential. Of course, things like regulation, willingness of participants to utilize XRP, Ripple's business decisions, and many other factors will shape the outcome of Ripple and XRP. If you believe in the project for the long term and that they will be able to achieve their goals, weighted dollar cost averaging underneath the 28.5 cents, any time under here, it seems good to me. I mean, what does Baron Rothschild say? Buy when there's blood in the streets. That's the famous quote. People that buy when there's blood in the streets are rewarded if the fundamentals are correct and if the value is there, right? And Warren Buffett, he talks about waiting and waiting and waiting and then buying underpriced stocks. Everyone knows the price of the stock, right? But no one knows the value of the company. So if you could understand the value of the company, the value of Ripple or the value of XRP, in this case, then and believe it could reach its potential, then these are really good prices. I mean, I don't know how anyone could argue that. Argue me all day, and I agree that these are not good trading prices to buy in order to trade, but if you want to buy for fundamental reasons, I mean, they're great. And I mean, come on, XRP has been with us for years and years and years. It's been the top 3, top 4, top 5 for years and years and years and years. They clearly have a solid business model, and they're getting real life partnerships. Or Ripple is, and they're trying to utilize XRP, and it has a good technology with a use case, a solid use case, more than 99.999% of all cryptocurrencies. So I definitely averaged in, and I bought a lot up here at 28 cents because I bought it down here on these bounce plays, and I sold around half of it after it broke and then came back up, and then I sold about half. So I'm waiting to buy back in, although now that I'm looking at it, I mean, I should just weighted dollar cost average all the way down, because I do believe in it. I do believe in XRP. I do believe that it's going to have another really, really big long run up, and that would be I would do that for my investment account. It wouldn't be for my trading account. There's a difference. So I hope you understand that. If you're strictly trading in and out, or in and out after a couple days or a couple weeks or even a couple months of holding, then these are not good prices to buy XRP, because it's in a clear downtrend. There's no there's nothing saying that it's going to be going in an uptrend, but it's fucking XRP, and XRP just pumps out of nowhere just randomly. So that's why I personally dollar cost average into it in an investment account, and if we get some crazy pump, then I'll go into my investment account and I will turn it into a trading account and I'll sell, but I don't mind holding these coins for years. So that's my take on XRP, and I hope that makes sense. Anyway, let's go over the technicals right now for XRP. So the first thing that we have, well, let's firstly go over 12.9 on the 9th. let's do the replay on December 9th, right? So this is the, oops, where's the thing? Here it is. So this is the replay for December 9th. It bounced off the daily, no, I could do that. It bounced off the daily support. That was bullish. That was good. The stock RSI was way overbought up here, way overbought. That's bearish. That's not good. If the RSI makes a higher low, the RSI right here, if it makes a higher low, especially if price makes the triple bottom, if the price comes down here and the RSI is higher, that would be bullish. But for right now, it's just bearish and bullish. So what happened? Well, if we just go forward, or I'll just press play, we came back down, right? So we could see that we came back down. I know the lines are really thin right now. Let me make it a little bit thicker. That's what she said. Okay, so the lines came back down, and it did make a triple bottom. Triple bottom. The RSI though, the RSI is not. Well, the RSI, okay, so the RSI is oversold right now. The RSI is oversold right now. But this is the issue. Right now, it is 7 o'clock. So we have 1 more hour until the daily close. This daily close closed below this range right here. It closed below the support. I don't consider that to be bullish. I consider that to be bearish. It didn't close below the wick, but I always use the candle bodies. So I'm considering this to be bearish, and then the RSI will become oversold, and then the price will move up, and then this will be a good shorting opportunity. So especially on the EMAs, actually that's perfect. So let's just do this. 12/16, right? It's the 16th. Bounced off the daily support. So what happened? What happened now? First, number 1, support and resistance. That's the first thing that we look at. It broke through the support, closer to resistance than support. Now, so that's bearish. All right. The second thing that we look at is okay, so we could actually delete this right here now, right? So is there any, and look, dude, I mean, shit, there's no, it's all the way back here is the net. I mean, it's below all of this. It's just lower. It's not really any, this is the last thing at 20 cents, right? So basically, if it falls, it could free fall down to 13 cents, you know? We're definitely going to have some bounces because, you know, the RSI and stock RSI is going to get oversold, greatly oversold and stuff. But yeah, it's, and yeah, okay, so one by one, let's go one by one. Support and resistance levels. We have it broke through the support. This was the green. This was the daily support. You know, I put my daily supports as light green. So I put my daily resistances as orange. So click that, right? And now that's orange. So now we know that is no longer support, but it's actually resistance. So broke through the support, closer to the resistance than the support. Now that's bearish. Number two is the trend lines. Or I guess trends, which are the EMAs and trend lines. So let's see here. It's they're under the EMAs, right? Under EMAs. So that's bearish. Okay, it's number 1. It's clearly it's under the 200. In fact, I want to do the 200 EMA first. Under 200-day MA, bearish. Under EMAs, bearish. right? Let's check this out. Lower highs, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower highs. Can we draw a trend line here? Let's see. Can we draw a trend line here? Sort of. Can this be? Can you consider this a trend line? All right. I guess we can draw this out. It's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect, right? But bounce, 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 heavy on the breakthrough. Rejection, rejection, and this is like basically rejection. It might, you might have it be a little bit higher, but it's not that big of a deal. So what I would do is I would use this tool right here, the ray, and I would line it up like this. Yeah, that looks right about something right around there, so that's this is like really bright. That's more like it. Okay, so this is the resistance, this is the support right here, this is the resistance line. Yeah, I'm still trying to look for support, resistance, fake outs, so many fake outs, lots of fake outs, look at all those fake outs. It's crazy how many fake outs there are. Anyway, back to this trends, EMAs, and trend lines. Under the 200-day MA, bearish. Under the EMAs, bearish. And I'm also gonna put under EMAs, bearish. Under EMAs with under EMAs / downward cross. Okay, so I look at the EMAs, but I also look at whether or not it crosses, a crossover. And I don't. That's just more information that you don't really need to know. So. Support and resistance, we got trend lines, trends and trend lines. We got counter trends. So that's bearish, right? Bearish. 3, the Fibonacci. Let's use the Fibonacci tool. I didn't even use the Fibonacci last time, so bring it up. Let's bring this Fibonacci up. So the Fibonacci, this is absolutely, have you ever seen this? It's incredible. This is honestly incredible. Just watching this, just looking at this. So this is the Fibonacci, right? It's below the 80. It broke below the 88. It's on the way back down to 100. Like, that's really fucking bad. I don't know what else to say. That's why I'm telling you, it's a fundamental play. It's not a Fibonacci under the 88. Bearish. Looks like 100% retrace may happen. It's just telling it how it is, 13 cents. I'll say 13 to 15 cents. May happen. Expanding wedge is not any good. What about the Fibonacci from Okay, so 0.147 to 0.16. Point brings down 0.147. So 14.7. Well, I'll just say 14 to 15 cents may happen. Or 16 cents, 16.08 cents. Sorry, I'm just trying to be exact here. All right, because this lines up, this is a double confirmation right here. Like, both of these areas line up really well. And, I mean, this isn't going to make... I mean, fuck, dude. Is it... I mean, it can't go to zero, right? Like, it can't go to zero. So, this is all, anything under here, like, here's zero. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm just gonna put this as as zero. Yeah, 0. I'm just gonna put this as, I don't know, here, 0. There you go. So it's dead if it goes there. It's probably dead if it goes. It's probably dead if it goes underneath here, to be honest. But I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Anyway, so that's the fib. The Fibonacci under the 88% of the entire move up, bearish. Looks like 100% retrace may happen. Stock. All right. Fuck. So even. Let's look at this. Like, you know, from this move down to this move down, to here, from here to here. I mean, it's not a totally clear. Let's move to the weekly. Maybe we'll get a better, clearer picture on the weekly using the Fibonacci. This would be from here to here. Yeah, I mean, this right here is lining up pretty well with 12.5 cents. You know? Yeah. It lines up. Is that the bottom? Is that like the lowest price? The lowest price, 12.9. I think 12.9 was the lowest. What is this? This is 14. Yeah, so this is below the lowest price right there. I guess if we just do it from the body, with the body it'd be 13.66, right? For this extension. I mean, there's a lot of confluence right here at around 13.6, 14, 13.6 to 16 cents. Like 16.16081. Right? That's a lot of confluence on the fib. It's almost at the 100% retrace. It's at the negative 23.6 retrace from this move. I don't know. Is there? What about for this move? I mean, not necessarily for that one. That's not the one that I was drawn to. I was drawn to this one, probably for a reason. Let's see on the monthly. Monthly from here to here. 14.5. This is the big area. Like, this is now the big area. It's the biggest support. We're past the support. We're past it. We just broke through it. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. You know? So we broke through the support. Anyway, like, it's more likely. Maybe we'll have a giant pump all the way up here. Who knows, you know? But it's, technically speaking, it's not the most probable thing. All right. So that's the Fibonacci tool. Let's even use this, you know, like from here to here. We're at the negative 23. Yeah, I mean, you even broke through the negative 23 point. Let's see which one. Where did it go up to? Did it go up to here? Oops. Bring this up here. 88. That would be a bullish sign. That was very bullish. But this is where I would probably take it from, to be honest. 71.8, 61.8. No, this is the correct one. So we'll probably get a bounce at the negative 23.6. Fibonacci. Uh, 0.18555. Like, we might get a bounce there. That's what I'm getting. It's like basically it. Oops, wrong way. This is the way to do it. Yeah. Okay, anyway, that's the Fibonacci. RSI comes next. That is what I did next, right? Let me check. Let me just make sure. Fibonacci number 4 is RSI and Stotch RSI. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Number 4. RSI and Stotch RSI. All right. So, all right. RSI. It needs to be higher than the first. So it needs to be higher than the first, but not necessarily higher than the second. It is. All right. So RSI before it was overbought. Last week it was overbought. Right, that was very, very, very bearish, and we had shit. I should have freaking shorted this. 11%. I could have shorted. Anyway, excuse me. The RSI is higher look like it's gaining momentum. 3 higher with its 3 higher lows. I mean, that's bullish. Stotch RSI almost in oversold territory. Not neutral. If it was neutral, it would be bullish, but it's not. If it was, it would be bullish, but it's not. So what do we say? If RSI makes a higher low, especially if price makes a triple bottom, that will be bullish. Well, RSI made a higher low. The RSI is saying that it's going to have short-term gains. Bullish. We'll probably see some short-term gains back up to the, I'm going to say, back up to the EMAs. All right, so short-term bullish. All right, so that's the RSIs. Number 5 is MACD. Looking at the MACD, I'm surprised I guess I didn't do the MACD. Just turned south. Whoops, it's going on here. Just turned south. Only had one bar. Yeah, just turned below. That's bearish. Okay. Just broke the 0 line. Bearish. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for the MACD. And then if it rises back above and then it causes this, but the price would have to go all the way up there. Yeah, that's not happening. I don't think that's happening. Number 6 is the directional movement. The ADX looks ADX still going strong in the bear's favor. That's bearish. Yeah, when it starts to turn around, starts to go down, that may indicate the start of the trend change. Right. All right. Any candlesticks, all right, nothing really with that. So possible trade or optional, what did I say? Optional trade setup. Is that what I wrote? Optional trade setup, right. Well, firstly, let me do bearish. How many bearish is there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 bearish. And that is against the bullishness. bearish, bearish, bearish. That's okay. Make it easier to count. This is going. I'm going to do this. Six. Short-term bullish is 1. So, 1 bearish, 2 bearish, 3 bearish, 4 bearish, 5 short-term bullish, 6 neutral, 7 bearish, 8 bearish. So short-term neutral is, yeah, and then there's 1 there. Okay, there you go. Now I have it. Now it's all done. So what's the optional trade setup? It would be this. $18.55. Get in on the retest. Get in on the retest. Get in on the retest of resistance to the negative 23.6, 18.59. The stop above previous highs. There you go. That is the analysis.